What's your name?
Patti.
How old are you, Patti?
I'm 23.
23. And so what's your situation right now?
Well, just about like a year or two, we were staying at this motel. It was kind of like an apartment for everybody because they were renting it out like an apartment, and it was pretty good. You know, I was staying there for 3 years with my kids and stuff, and then they shut it down and everybody went homeless, and I've been homeless ever since, and I've been struggling and stuff. And actually I didn't want my kids in the street with me, so I told my family if they could watch them for me, and you know, they gave up on me and my kids and gave them to the system. And right now I'm in the situation of fighting for my kids to get them back. I'm actually looking for a place and trying to get me a job so I can get my kids back and, you know, go back to how I used to have it. You know, because I'm not used to this. I don't deserve this. My kids don't deserve this, and it just sucks being out here in this heat. But other than that, I've been just trying to hang in there.
And you're out here with your boyfriend?
Yes. Well, yeah, he is my boyfriend, but he's more like my husband. We've been together for 9 years, since I was like 15, and we have 3 kids together, and I have another one on the way.
Damn, so
yeah.
You're pregnant?
Yes, I'm 4 months pregnant.
How are you dealing with like being pregnant out here on the street?
It sucks. It's hot as hell. I'm super dehydrated every day. You know, trying to fight every day, but you know, whatever I can do is the best.
How you surviving? How you getting by?
It depends, you know. I try to help people out, you know, try to go clean and stuff like that, you know. I don't mind, like, how do I say, I used to be a caregiver, like my mother, when she passed away when I was like 15 years old, she was on hospice, and I was, you know, taking care of her, and because of her, like, I love to help older people. So if anybody needs help with, like, you know, caregiving, I'm there for them. Or if anybody needs help, you know, cleaning their house and stuff, I'll do that too. My baby daddy also does that with me, just so we could have something to eat at night, or, you know, somewhere to sleep, you know, somewhere warm to be. And it's actually pretty good, you know, but every day it's a struggle, and we just do our best, you know. But every time I bless somebody else, I get blessed back, and lately I've been just praying to God, and He's been helping me. So.
And being a young girl like you on the street, is it dangerous?
Hell yeah, it is. Every day, people out here, like, just not that long ago, some girl got killed in the desert, you know, by her boyfriend, and she was there for like weeks before they found her body and stuff. So it is very dangerous to be out here by yourself. You know, if you don't have nobody with you, something bad could happen to you, you know. So it's like, you always got to be on your P's and Q's to make sure that, you know, nothing is going to bad happen to you. Don't be out at night by yourself.
Has anything happened to you?
Nah, not lately. So, you know.
What do you mean not lately?
Well, because just about 2 months ago, I was walking down the street, and some guy just kept, you know, following me in his white truck, and like kept harassing me, telling me, hey, you want to get in my car? You trying to do some things? And I was like, no, you know, I don't want to. I don't know you. You know, I don't feel safe. I'm not comfortable. And like, he wouldn't stop following me, you know, until I got to my destination. And once I got to my destination, I told the people, like, hey, come outside. You know, there's somebody following me. He's been following me for the last 4 blocks already, and I don't like that shit, you know. And when they came out there and said something to him, he took off. But ever since then, I have not seen the guy again. So.
And how do you make money out here? How do you get money?
Well, if it's not my family giving me money, like I said, I'm either helping somebody out, cleaning, or, you know, I don't like to panhandle. But if I really need to, I would have to. But besides that, I like helping people out, you know.
So what does your family think about you being out here?
Well, my family, I don't know. I can't really say anything about my family. My family never cared about me, you know. They just was never there for me or for my mother. So I've been in these streets my whole life with my mom, you know. So I've been struggling for a long time. My mom passed away when I was 15 years old. She died in my arms, and once she passed away, my family threw me out in the street.
What did she die of?
She had an irregular heartbeat and a weak immune system, and like, she had cancer. So like all that together just she wasn't doing it no more, you know. She finally gave up, and you know, when she tried to get the medication and the help she needed, it was too late.
What family members do you have left?
My father's in prison. He should be getting out in November of this year. So I don't know. I'm gonna see what's up with my father. I haven't seen him since I was 6 years old, and my grandparents. But my grandparents live in Mexico. I got 4 brothers. My 3 little brothers live with my dad's sister in Victorville, and I got 1 brother out here that's homeless with me. But you know, if he's not with his girlfriend, he's either with me. But you know, it is hard trying to support me, my man, and my brother at the same time. But we all try to help each other out at the end of the day.
So, what are you planning like to do once you have your baby?
Well, what I'm actually trying to do, I'm trying to make sure that I get a job and a place before I have this baby. I still got a couple months left. It's 9 months in total, so I know I have a couple months to, you know, gather everything up and have somewhere, you know, to go. If not, then I might just have to go to, like, you know, a shelter or something so they can help me out so I can get a place, because I'm not gonna have my kid, my newborn, in the street. I didn't do that with my last kids. I'm not gonna do it with this one.
Are you, I know like being on the street, it's hard for people to deal with it, being out here all the time, and they cope by doing drugs. Or do you have any like addiction, any struggles with substance abuse?
I used to when my mom passed away. That I was like 15. I stopped when I had my first daughter, and I haven't done anything besides that. The only thing I could say is marijuana and cigarettes, but that's about it. Other than that, I don't do nothing else.
What about like being a girl out here? Do you get like, I know you told me the story about that guy following you in the truck, but do you get other guys like offering you money to do
all
things?
All the time.
Yeah.
And
have you ever done anything like that?
No. I refuse to, because I don't, you don't know what could happen. You know, you just don't want that to happen to you, you know. Other girls like to do it. I don't see myself doing it. I'm a mother, you know, and I would hate for my kids to ask people like, hey, you know, did my mom ever did anything like that? And then they tell them, I can't do that. I don't want to have that reputation, or have my kids find out that I did this and that. I want them to know that I did good stuff, you know, and I lived this way. Living in the streets, I did it the right way instead of the wrong way.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think it's a good thing, you know, it's dangerous.
Not. It is very dangerous.
A lot of girls come up missing when they
all
do
the
things
time.
like that, so yeah,
So it sucks. But other than that, I've been doing it, and with my boyfriend that's been with me for 9 years, he's very supportive, and he's always with me. He's never left my side. Just right now, you know, I told him he needs to get some rest, you know. There's some days that he needs to, you know, stop doing what he's doing and think about himself instead of always thinking about me. But the only reason why is because when I was a little girl, you know, when I was younger, I was sexually molested by, you know, my uncles, my foster parents, you know, gang and stuff like that. So it's like, when I told him that, he wasn't okay with this, so now he's always with me all the time. So without him being around me, he feels like something could happen to me at any time, any moment. So I love him. He's a very good person, and without him, I don't know what I would do or what I would be. But besides that, I'm handling it pretty good. But he's a very good support person, a great father, you know. So we're trying to do everything we can so we can get our family back together.
So how did you get?
I was 12 years old, and I was in LA, and you know, there's a lot of prostitution out there and stuff, and I was walking down one of those streets out there, and
were you on Figueroa?
Yeah, walking down one of those streets, and I guess
what were you doing? Like,
well, I had just left a friend's house, and I was walking to the bus stop to get back home, and these black guys just pulled up in a car and was asking me questions. I was like, no, I'm good, I don't want to, you know. And they just hopped out real quick and just, you know, took me in, and they drugged me up, and they did a lot of bad shit to me. I don't want to say everything, but just I don't know how to explain it, but it was really bad. And I had to go through so much therapy because of that. So it's like I don't trust a lot of people out here, and that's one reason why I've been with the same dude for a long time, because when I got with him, I had trust issues, but he showed me who he really was, and because of that, he's the only person I trust, the only man I trust. Other than that, I don't trust nobody else. I can't. You don't know what can happen, and then especially everything that's been happening. Even a boyfriend could have you, or girlfriend. It don't matter. You can't always trust everybody, So, like I said, I struggle every day, but I try my best to make sure that I keep myself alive every day.
And so, if any of your family members was to see this, do you have anything you want to say to them? If your dad was to see this?
Well, my dad, I wish you were around. My family, I don't know, I wish you guys were more supportive and actually hear from me. Other than that, I love you guys. You guys are still my family. And hope one day you guys see me as the rest of the family. But I'm hanging in there, and I promise I'll do everything I can to get my family and myself, back to how I was, 2-3 years ago. But I'm hanging in there though. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you for spending some time with me. And
thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.